Imagine a world where launching a satellite is as easy as booking a flight. What if I told you that right now, SpaceX is making that possible, changing the rules of space travel forever? But here's the real shocker. This isn't just about sending satellites into orbit. It's about unlocking a $1 trillion space economy that no one is talking about yet. Stick around because what you are about to discover will change everything you thought you knew about spaceflight. For decades, space launches have been exclusive, expensive, and limited to the government or billion-dollar corporations. You needed to spend hundreds of millions for a single launch. But SpaceX changed the game with transporter missions, offering a ride-share to space just like Uber but for satellites. And the numbers, mind-blowing. Transporter 1 launched 143 satellites in a single mission, the most in the history at the time. Transporter 2 and Transporter 3 continued this trend, sending hundreds of satellites into space at a record-breaking speeds. But let's put this into perspective. Before rideshare launches, companies had to either buy an entire rocket or wait years for a slot. Now a startup with a small satellite can get to space in less than 12 months, something that was unheard of before. This is fundamentally shifting how we use space technology. Now here is how it works. Instead of booking an entire rocket, companies can now split the bill. SpaceX groups small satellites together, reducing cost by 95%. And thanks to reusable rockets, this is getting even cheaper. The Falcon 9's fairing, essentially the protective nose cone, can hold hundreds of satellites in a single deployment. Using a dispenser system, these satellites are released in precise sequences, each one heading to its designated orbit. Now let's break this down even further. Transporter missions are divided into multiple orbital drop-offs. Some satellites go into low Earth orbital, some into Sun synchronous orbits, and others are positioned strategically for Earth observation or communications. Falcon 9's payload fairing is about 5.2 meters in diameter and 13.1 meters high, accommodating a diverse range of payload sizes. Satellites are mounted on custom dispensers that releases them using pyrotechnic separation mechanism or mechanical spring-loaded ejection. The Merlin engines on Falcon 9 allows precise burns to adjust orbital parameters before releasing payloads. Each mission is calculated down to the millisecond using SpaceX in-house trajectory optimization algorithms, ensuring the perfect deployment sequence. Now here is where it gets really crazy. Because of high demand, booking a slot on a transporter mission is already sold out months in advance. Imagine a future where there is a space traffic jam, because that's exactly where we are headed. This new era of rapid satellite deployment comes with a massive problem: space junk. And right now there are over 36,000 pieces of dangerous debris floating in orbit. And guess what? Transporter missions are adding hundreds of satellites per launch. Scientists are already warning us about the Kessler syndrome, a catastrophic chain reaction where space becomes too cluttered for future missions. If we don't solve this, space travel could grind to a halt. Now the another challenge, satellite coordination. With thousands of new satellites being deployed, the risk of signal interference and collision increases dramatically. SpaceX uses advanced tracking system to avoid this, but as more companies enter the market, it will become more harder to manage. The average speed of orbital debris is 27,000 km per hour, meaning even a 1 centimeter fragment can destroy a spacecraft. SpaceX has equipped Starlink satellites with automated collision avoidance system, using data from the US Space Surveillance Network to adjust orbits in real time. Despite these risks, this shift is opening doors we never thought possible. Global internet coverage through Starlink, on-demand space services. Imagine ordering a satellite to scan any location on Earth in real time. Colonization of Mars. Because the same technology making satellites cheaper will one day make Mars missions affordable. And what if I told you that transporter missions are laying the groundwork for self-sustaining space economies? Future asteroid mining operations, lunar bases, and interplanetary cargo routes all depends on affordable access to space. And SpaceX isn't stopping at transporter missions. They're already planning mass rocket launches using Starship, cutting cost by another 90%. Imagine sending an entire mission to the moon for the price of a small satellite today. That's not science fiction, that's the future SpaceX is building right now. Now the Starship is capable of carry over 100 tons of cargo, meaning entire space station or Mars habitat could be launched in one go. Uses super heavy booster with 33 Raptor engines, producing 16.7 million pounds of thrust, twice that of Saturn V. Fully reusable design make launches as cheap as $2 million compared to Falcon 9's $67 million. If you thought transporter missions were revolutionary, Starship will make them look like Wright brothers' first flight compared to modern aviation. This is happening faster than anyone expected. So the question is, will we be ready? Let me know in the comments. And what's the one thing about SpaceX revolution that excites you the most? And if you don't want to miss more space excitement, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. I'll meet you in the next video. Till then, take care.